Hi guys, welcome back. So in today's video I show you guys how I created this really wearable pink and blue eyeshadow look with a bold liner and a really pretty nude lip combination. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. So to start out this purple eyeshadow look, I just went ahead and off camera did my eyebrows. So I used the Benefit Goof Proof brow pencil in the shade 4. This is like my go-to favorite brow pencil to create like really natural looking eyebrows. And then I just set them with a brow gel. And then I just primed my eyes using my e.l.f. Poreless Putty face primer for your face, but I just use it on my eyes right now because I don't have an eyeshadow primer. And then I just set it with a powder. And then I went ahead and dipped in off camera into this really light purple shade and this pink shade and kind of went in the crease. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. Okay, so I kind of also blended it onto my lid a little bit, and now I'm going to go in with this really dark purple shade and really blend it into the outer corner, but I'm not going to move it into the crease really because I want to keep the lightness of the purple still pretty visible. So I'm just going to do this really quickly. And then this, I kind of wanted to make it super easy because I know a lot of like colorful eyeshadow makeup tutorials take a lot of steps and they're really hard, and I kind of wanted to make this super easy. So we're almost done pretty much, and I'm just going to blend this in. Okay, so I have the eyeshadow pretty much really blended in. I also don't even remember if I mentioned, but I'm using the mini James Charles Morphe palette. This is like the only eyeshadow palette that I have that has like really fun colors in it. And I recommend that if you're not going to be using these eyeshadows a lot, purchase the mini one. It's a really good deal and you get tons of colorful shades. I'm not the type of person to do colors too often, so this eyeshadow palette was perfect for me because I didn't want to pay full price for the big one. So now for the lid, I'm gonna go in with a mix. I'm gonna start with this really light blue shade, and I'm gonna use my finger. That's how I like to apply glitter eyeshadows. I feel like they work the best. Or I will spray a brush with like setting spray or water and then use it. That's just a tip to make like glitter eyeshadows really stand out. So I'm gonna again go in with the shade right here. Okay, so this is kind of it. You can't really see yet, but I'll definitely do close-ups later on. So then I'm gonna go in again with that light purple shade right here and just like blend the outer corners, and so that everything looks really seamless and doesn't look very choppy or anything. And then I'm gonna go with another palette because I want to use a really light like highlight shade for the inner part of the eye. Okay, so I think I've talked about this palette before. This is the Essence Salut Paris palette. It's really affordable, and I love these two shades right here for face highlighters, but I'm gonna actually use them kind of not on the inner corner yet until I get all my face makeup done, but I'm going to just kind of put it on this inner part of my eye, fading into the blue so that it kind of blends and looks really flawless. So I'm gonna do that really quickly. Okay, I'm gonna go in with wing liner really quickly off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, so just finished my eyeliner. By the way, I use the NYX matte liquid liner. That's like my favorite liner of all time. It's easy to work with, it dries down completely, and it lasts all day. So this is kind of what we're looking like. I'm not the best eyeliner, so like don't come for me, but that's pretty much it for the eyes for right now. And now we're gonna move on to face. So I'm going to prime my skin, and I'm going to use the NYX Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer. This is a little bit pricey for a drugstore primer, but it has the consistency kind of as a moisturizer, but it really smooths out like the skin. It definitely like leaves your skin just kind of feeling like you used a silicone based primer without the silicone feel. It's very moisturizing. So if you're into those types of primers that really leave your skin feeling super smooth, I recommend this one because although it is pricey, it is totally worth it because I would use it almost every day, and it also makes my makeup last. So that's that. And then to fill in my pores, of course I have to use my Putty primer because I just have to. Oh, my light went off. But I'm just putting this on my problem areas, my chin, my nose, and my cheeks. I did go in also with this Wet n Wild primer serum. I love this because it's hydrating, and I know I use like 3 different primers, but they all do different things for me, and that's just what I like to do. So this will leave your skin glowy and hydrated, and I also recommend this as well. Also, all the products will be listed down in the description box, of course. So for foundation today, I'm going to use 2 different ones. I'm going to be using my Neutrogena Hydro Boost. I love this for summer. It's amazing. And then also this Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. This is in the shade Vanilla, and then this one is in the shade 40 Nude. So the stick foundation, I haven't used it in a long time, but it's super full coverage. I don't like it for all over the face, but I do like it on my problem areas. So I'm going to apply it like over here where I have some acne and over here, but not all over my face because it can be kind of cakey, whereas this is very hydrating and very natural looking on the skin. Okay, so moving on, I'm going to be using my favorite concealers. So I'm going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish in the shade Fair Warm for under my eyes. And then for any acne or problem areas, I'm going to use the Covergirl Trublend Undercover Concealer in the shade Classic Ivory. Both of these concealers are really affordable, and honestly, they're better than the Tarte Shape Tape. So if you don't want to spend the money on Tarte, then you can definitely buy these because they are totally worth it. And both of them are really blendable and full coverage. And I love, love, love the Hydrating Camo. And I'm just going to blend this with the same sponge that I was using earlier. Okay, so I'm now going to powder my face. I'm going to be using 2 different powders. I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. This is like my favorite drugstore loose face powder. I'm going to use that under my eyes. And then for the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Set and Smooth powder, like pressed powder, in the shade 130 Buff Beige. And I'm just going to apply that basically all over my face. And I'm going to use my sponge for under my eyes. That's just my favorite way to apply powder because I feel like it really like packs it in and makes it look flawless and not cakey, but it makes sure to get into all the creases and set everything so that your concealer doesn't move. Okay, so now I'm going to use just a stippling type brush and just apply this powder everywhere else. Okay, so now for bronzer, I'm just going to use a really big fluffy brush, and I'm going to be mixing my favorite butter bronzer. This is just in the shade Deep Bronzer. This is like my favorite drugstore bronzer. It's super blendable. And then I'm going to be using this Anastasia Beverly Hills the powder bronzer in the shade Cappuccino. This is a very, very pigmented bronzer, so I'm just going to be blending both of them and kind of bronzing. I'm not going to contour. I just want to bronze and warm up the face. And I'm also going to be blending this down my neck as well to make sure that everything matches and looks even. Alright, so I thought I was filming while I put my brush on, but apparently I wasn't filming, so I just used my Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso and mixed that with my Tarte Party Blush, and I just applied that pretty much everywhere, and I was basically just saying how much I love blush. So we're gonna move on to highlight now. I love this brush for highlight. It's the Jeffree Star JS4 brush. I got mine in Ulta, and I love it. So I think for highlight, I'm gonna go in today with my Too Faced. This is the Love Light Prismatic Highlighter, Blinded by the Light. I don't think they sell this anymore, but I got mine at TJ Maxx, so definitely like there. Last time I went, which was not that long ago, they were having like a ton of Too Faced products, so definitely a good deal if you're into Too Faced products. This highlighter is so pretty and natural, and because I'm doing such a crazy eye, I just want to go kind of simple with the highlighter today. And what I like about this highlighter is you can blend it and build it up if you want. So if you like a more subtle highlight, you can just add a little. If you like a crazy blinding highlight like me, you can build it up. So that's what I really like about this highlight, and yeah, it's really pretty. So now gonna move on. Okay, so I just set my face using my Morphe and Jeffree Star like set and refresh mist. I think I've used it before on my channel. And then I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Plus Glow Dewy Mist. You guys know I love this so much, and if you have the chance, get your hands on it because it's the best. So I'm just going to kind of spray this everywhere to kind of melt the powders into my skin so I don't look too like cakey or, you know, gross. Okay, so the skin is done. It looks really, really nice, and I love how it turned out. I'm going to wipe my lips off because I have a little bit of foundation on them. And before I apply my lip product, I'm just going to put on a little chapstick because I want them to be prepared, obviously, to not dry out under the lip color. And I'm going to also go ahead and curl my lashes and do mascara. So I'm going to use my Lash Stilleto waterproof mascara, and then I use the lash primer in this mascara. I don't even know what it's called. It's the L'Oreal like dual-ended one, and it comes with a primer and a mascara, but I just use the primer in it. So I'm gonna do that really quick off camera, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so mascara is on. It looks really, really good. I'm gonna now go back into the eyeshadow palette and use a smudge brush, and I think I'm gonna put, I'm trying to decide if I want blue or purple on the bottom. I think I'm gonna put purple just because that's what I want to do, I guess. So I'm just gonna go in with those same colors that I used earlier, and I'm just going to kind of blend them and then smudge them on the bottom. Okay, so that's pretty much it. It looks really, really good, and I love like popping colors like that under the waterline. So now we're gonna move on to lips. Okay, so it took me a while, but I finally decided like what I wanted to do for my lips. So I'm going to first line my lips using the Rimmel Lasting Finish crayon lip color in the shade 014 Wild Clover. It's just this, it's a little darker than a nude, but it's really, really pretty, and I'm just gonna line my lips. These lip liners are so creamy, and I forgot how good they were. So if you find these, definitely get these. I haven't even like looked and seen if they've even had Rimmel lip liners, just because I'm not always using lip liners, but they're so creamy, and I just kind of blended it inwards a little bit because I want to create an ombre effect. And now I'm going to use my Kylie Jenner lipstick in the shade Butterscotch. It's her like cream lipsticks, and this is a super nude shade, and it's super pretty. I also love the smell of it. It smells like candy almost. So I'm just going to apply this in the center of my lips. That combination is so beautiful, and I'm like obsessed with it. So now finally, to top it off, I'm just going to use this Buxom lip gloss, I think. Well, it's a lip cream, but a lip gloss consistency, and it's in the shade White Russian. I love this as a lip topper because it provides a really nice shine, and then especially if you're doing a nude lip, it just tops it off perfectly. So I'm just going to put this right on top. Okay, you guys, so here's a close-up of kind of what the finished product looks like. I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much. It's like very wearable. I feel like sometimes people are kind of scared to play with color because they're worried that it's going to look outrageous and crazy, but these colors are definitely super wearable for almost every day, honestly. And this lip combo is beautiful. I'm obsessed with it, and it's now my favorite lip combo. I've never used those 3 products together. So if you guys liked the video, make sure to give it a like, and also make sure to comment down below if you guys have any questions. I'm also going to be leaving all the products down in the description box, and also make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for my next video. Bye guys.